Hello everybody, it's Star Wars Discovered, and today we're going to be doing a full review on Kotor. Now, the Bad Batch just came out, and I'm not gonna do a review on it unless something crazy happens, because I think I'm gonna save all my review time for the Obi-Wan show. However, if that is something you would like to see, I will try to see what I can do. Now, let's get right into this video. Well, I'm going to be breaking down each planet you visit in Kotor and how I thought of each planet in the game. Whether you played the game or just don't have any interest in spending a bunch of time on a game, this video is for you. Just know that there's going to be a bunch of spoilers in this for the game. You start on a Republic cruiser and you have to escape with a companion who is in your party, and the Sith have invaded, and you gotta do your best to get off, and then you take the escape pod while your companion tries to save you by attacking the remaining robots that are on the ship. You will then arrive on Terrace. Karth is a Republic officer. Immediately, he's gonna tell you about the Jedi Bastila and how he thinks she crash landed here. I'm going to be doing a bunch of adventures, and it is super enjoyable. Terrace was one of my favorite planets. While I was on that planet, I didn't really think about how cool it was. I was just like, alright, let's get to the next part. Can't wait to be a Jedi, can't wait to be a Sith, but just the enjoyment of, not being a Jedi, not being a Sith, and not having to think about things that come out later in the game where you have to make some important choices. It's just a fun thing. Once you find Bastila and you're doing all your little missions, and then you go to the Sith base, you could call it, and that's where you fight the governor. The Sith governor, everything is very interesting. And one thing I know about this game, I can tell you from experience, because I just finished the game today, is this game is one of those games where you get to save a bunch of times, because like any boss fight, you're going to be just going over and over and over again. It's not one of those games where you, it's not one of those games where you're given many victories quickly over the enemies. It's one of those games that's made for you just to keep trying, which is very enjoyable to a certain audience. Once you've done that, you will be off Terrace, where it is destroyed by Darth Malak. Darth Malak is the new Sith Lord, as he was the apprentice to Darth Revan. You're going to be on a ship where they tell you you can join this group to just do all their work. I'm pretty sure they just do like bounties and all that different kind of work. So you have to escape, which is very interesting. It's not too difficult, but it's definitely a challenge. Once you escape and you go to Dantooine, which is where the Jedi are, if you're really looking to become a Jedi, things are definitely good at this part. I would say Terrace was one of my second favorite planet I visited in this entire game. But now you're on Dantooine, and you meet some of the masters. One of them is the Yoda species, which is Master Vandar. You're going to have some basic training. It's not any sword fights or anything. You just have to learn the code of the Jedi. This game is all Legends, so it's definitely a little different, but you gotta learn the code of the Jedi, and then you're gonna get Force powers. However, you don't need to pick Jedi Force powers, so you can get Force lightning and stuff, and that's definitely interesting having. And once you get Force Storm later on in the game, which is the fully upgraded Force lightning, it's very, very, very helpful. you're gonna do a mission where you find a ruins where there's a droid where it makes you pass a few tests, and then you have to find out that you need to find a star map. And unfortunately, even though there was 30 Jedi at that temple, none of them can help you except for Bastila, so they send you off on a mission to find star maps. And this is where the game really just jumps ahead. You have 4 planets to pick from. Now, you have Tatooine, you have Corbin, Manon, and Kashyyyk. I probably just said a few of those wrong, but I picked Tatooine. Also, there's Yavin, which is a space station where you can just sell goods. I just did the local places in the game. So, you're gonna go to all 4 places, and I can go into depth of each planet in its own video if you would like. However, you just have to find parts of the star map, so you get to just see the life of people that lived on these planets so far, so long ago, in the Star Wars galaxy. So once you have got 3 out of the 4, you're gonna go onto the Leviathan. One of those is right, hopefully, and that is where you are going to do a lot of definitely combat, but and from just point on, so that's the middle of the game, so no, if you don't want any spoilers, now is the time to click off. Now. Okay, so that's when you meet Malik, and he tells you and explains to you, and you realize yourself, and Bastila tells you that you are actually Darth Revan. So it's definitely a shock. I didn't see it coming. I suspected it just a little bit, but it's definitely a huge surprise, the most. Now, once all of this has happened, Bastila is going to give you time to get off the ship. So she's going to fight Malik. You're going to get off the Leviathan. Then you're going to go to your final planet, and it's going to be wherever you go. It's just going to be another one of those 4 planets, but it's going to, you're Darth Revan, so it's just a whole different, it just feels so much different playing the game. It's if you were wondering what 4 planets to pick, it would be, I can say Tatooine is the most fun, in my opinion, planet to visit. And then I'd say the beginning of Manon is definitely fun, but the whole underwater thing is not cool. So the beginning of Manon is very interesting. But and then Kashyyyk is quick, but it's just a little more difficult. And then Corbin, it's definitely different. So you it depends what you're interested in. Once you're done with that, you go to find. Now you have all the star maps. You go to the Star Forge, but then there's a laser system that'll shoot your ship down with its systems, and then you're gonna land on a planet where you're gonna meet these people. One of the tribes is called the Ones. I think that's the ones you'll have to go against, and the tribe that you meet with, they know you because you came previously with Malik when he was your apprentice, and it's very interesting. And they give you a chance to redeem yourself, and then you're gonna go and have to try to do what they ask so that they have gained some of your trust. Then they're gonna let you. They're gonna do a ritual or something. They're gonna do something to open up this gate that lets you into this area, and it's gonna it's gonna present itself with some pretty easy tasks. It's not very hard. There's a few challenges like mind games and stuff, but it won't be too difficult. The interesting part, however, does come up. You have to make a choice. Bastila lands her ship, and she basically tells you that she has joined Darth Malak, and you get to kind of make a choice. Are you going to stay with the Jedi, or are you going to go with the Sith? Now, personally, I went with the Sith, because the Sith are more interesting in my opinion, so I can only speak from this point forward. We went out, I completed everything I needed to there. We basically betrayed the tribe that we were with again, like Darth Revan did again. So we go to the Ebon Hawk, and some of our companions on our side, some aren't, so that's definitely something. And then you go to the Star Forge. So in the Star Forge, there is tons and tons and tons of action, like a crazy amount of action. So you really got to be prepared for that with the proper like med packs and stuff. I was not prepared at all, but there's gonna be parts where just like the dark rogue Jedi just keep coming at you, and the Sith troopers, and it's a lot. And then once you finally think you're done, Malak sends these 3 other Sith rogue Jedi that they're not too difficult, but now you have like no health and anything, and then you find Malak and you have to go by yourself, and then he just sends a bunch of robots on you. So you gotta deactivate a bunch of systems, get out. That's when you find Malak. Now, this is where it gets interesting. He's getting like power from the Star Forge from 8 Jedi. So you're gonna have to destroy like the pods that they're in, or I don't know how it works. And then you're gonna have to fight Malak completely, which is very painful. And this took much time. So my technique for what I did is I would do this took a long time. I would do like a force lightning, and then I would run, and then so he would be weak, so now he couldn't heal. Well, I'm not sure if he had med packs, but he just didn't heal. And then I would run, and he would just run behind me. So I would just run till my force recharged, and then I would do a quick heal, like force heal, and then keep running, and this would still give me enough time. And then I would do a force lightning against him, and then he would have less HP, and then I would run around and keep doing the same cycle over and over again until I finally got him. And then I still don't know how the Jedi scene ends, but for the Sith scene, you like stand in front of all the Sith where Bastila will give a speech to you, and then you get the BioWare credits, or BioWare, I think it's BioWare, not BioWare, but it's one of those. And the game was amazing, and I'm definitely gonna start Kotor 2 soon. Definitely very soon. For the future of games and Star Wars, a KOTOR like remake or something like that could be interesting. However, I really would like because it's proven that even though this long ago you can have a game where you go to so many different planets and visit so many different things, it's still have an amazing story, as this game did. So I think we definitely need like an open world game where you have like a choice of like 10 different planets, and they all have their little like adventures on there, and you can really choose who you want to be in the game. So KOTOR was out of the games I've played, Star Wars games I've tried or attempted or played, whatever word you want to use, it's the best one. Not sure what KOTOR 2 has to offer, but I'll let you know once I complete that game, which will probably be a few months. I'll keep reviews on once the Obi-Wan show comes out, maybe the Ahsoka show, just the Bad Batch. It's not, I liked the first episode, but it's not something I want to dedicate the channel time to. So, next video might be next week. I don't know, few days. I'm not sure. And thank you for joining this longer video of Star Wars Discovered.